If walking up the stairs feels harder this year, it's not just age. After 60. Most of us lose muscle quietly first in the thighs, then the hips and core, until simple things like getting out of a chair feel oddly heavy. Here's the plot twist. You don't need a bodybuilder plan to fight back. You need the right proteins in the right amount at the right time, kept food first affordable and easy to chew. In the next few minutes, I'll show you 7 everyday protein foods you can buy at any US grocery store, a simple timing trick that helps your muscles rebuild even while you sleep, and the plain English science that supports it. No hype, no dangerous fads, just smart meals that fit real life. Before we dive in, do a quick self-check. Do stairs burn faster than they used to? Is your grip weaker when opening jars? Do you feel wobbly getting out of the car? If you said yes to any of these, you're not alone and you're in the right place. Stick with me. Because tip number 6 and the bedtime strategy might change how tomorrow's legs feel. I'm a nutrition scientist focused on healthy aging and a YouTube educator who translates research into practical, budget-friendly meals for older adults. This video is designed for US viewers, especially anyone 60 plus who wants food-first strategies to keep legs strong, balance steady, and daily energy up. Important note, this is educational, not medical advice. Protein targets can change if you have kidney or liver disease, gout, or if you take medications like blood thinners or diuretics. Please talk with your clinician before making changes. I'll share evidence-based ranges and grocery examples, but your care team knows your labs, your medications, and your goals best. Here's the plan. First, a calm, clear breakdown of what causes age-related muscle loss and how to spot it early. Then we'll set a realistic protein target in plain English. Next, I'll reveal the 7 grocery store proteins that rebuild muscle on a budget. Don't miss number 6 if you prefer plant-based foods or have chewing issues. After that, the meal timing trick that helps muscles rebuild overnight. We'll finish with 5 proof points from solid studies and a 1-day sample menu you can start tonight. So what's actually happening? Sarcopenia is the term for age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. It starts quietly in our 40s and 50s and speeds up after 60, especially in the thigh and hip muscles that keep us steady on stairs and when getting out of a chair. 3 forces drive it. First, anabolic resistance. Older muscle doesn't hear protein signals as well, so a small protein snack that worked at 30 doesn't trigger the same rebuilding at 70. Second, lower activity. Fewer daily push-pull moments for muscle from lifting groceries to standing from a chair. Third, inflammation and illness. Chronic conditions, some medications, and low appetite reduce muscle protein synthesis. Warning signs include slower chair stands, weaker grip, feeling wobbly, unintentional weight loss, poorer balance, and more soreness after simple tasks. Left alone, sarcopenia raises the risk of falls and fractures, slows metabolism and blood sugar control, and can even reduce immune resilience and independence. The good news is that muscle remains trainable at any age. 2 levers matter most: adequate protein, meaning type, amount, and distribution across meals, and regular muscle use from chair stands and short walks to light resistance work. In this video, we'll stay food first, the exact protein foods that older adults tolerate well. How many grams per meal typically overcome anabolic resistance, and the timing that helps muscles rebuild overnight. Add gentle strength moves, and you've got a realistic plan that fits real life. Let's set your target. Because of anabolic resistance, most adults over 60 do better with a slightly higher protein range than the general adult recommendation. A practical starting range for healthy older adults is about 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. If you're recovering from illness, losing weight unintentionally, or doing resistance exercise, some clinicians aim a bit higher, but that's individualized. If you have kidney or liver disease, defer to your care team. The secret isn't just the daily total, it's distribution. Think 25 to 35 grams of high-quality protein per meal, 2 to 3 times daily, to reliably hit the leucine threshold, the amino acid on switch for muscle building. Here's a quick estimator. Take your weight in pounds, divide by 2, and that's a reasonable daily gram starting point. Then split into meals. For example, 160 pounds means around 80 grams per day, about 30 grams at breakfast, 25 at lunch, and 25 at dinner. What does 30 grams look like in real food? Try 2 eggs, plus 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt, or 1 cup of cottage cheese with fruit. or a salmon pouch on whole grain toast with beans on the side. Now let's make this easy with 7 foods you can rotate through the week. Number 1. Eggs and egg whites. Eggs are a compact, complete protein with B12 and choline for nerves and brain. 1 large egg has about 6 grams of protein. Adding a half to 1 cup of egg whites boosts you to a 20 to 25 gram breakfast without extra saturated fat. For joints or chewing issues, make a soft scramble or a veggie frittata. Heart health tip. Most people can enjoy roughly 1 whole egg per day in a balanced diet. If you have high LDL or familial risk, lean more on whites plus olive oil and vegetables. Pair with fruit and whole grain toast for a steady, low-sugar morning. Number 2. Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. These deliver roughly 14 to 24 grams of protein per cup, plus calcium for bones. Choose plain unsweetened versions to avoid added sugars. Add berries, cinnamon, or a spoon of crushed walnuts. If lactose bothers you, many brands offer lactose-free cottage cheese, or you can use lactase drops. For savory lovers, stir in diced cucumber, cherry tomatoes, and black pepper for a high-protein dip with whole grain crackers. The texture is soft, easy to chew, and friendly on dentures. Bonus: a bedtime bowl 3/4 to 1 cup can provide slow-digesting casein to support overnight muscle repair. Number 3. Canned salmon or sardines. These are budget-friendly and shelf-stable with about 20 to 24 grams of protein per 3 to 4 ounces plus omega-3s for heart and joints. Choose bone-in for natural calcium and vitamin D. For an easy lunch mix, salmon with mashed white beans, lemon, and olive oil. Spread on whole grain toast. Prefer sardines. Rinse lightly to lower sodium and toss with warm brown rice, parsley, and a squeeze of mustard. If you're on warfarin, keep greens and vitamin K intake consistent. If you have gout, monitor portions of oily fish and stay well hydrated. Always check sodium on labels. Number 4. Chicken thighs or turkey. Affordable, versatile, and about 25 to 30 grams of protein per 4 ounces cooked. Thighs stay tender even when reheated, so they're ideal if chewing is tricky. Slow cook with onions, carrots, and low-sodium broth. Shred for tacos, soups, or freezer portions. Remove skin to trim saturated fat, and cook with olive oil or broth instead. Rotisserie chicken is convenient, just remove the skin and watch sodium. Balance the meal with greens and a whole grain. If you struggle with appetite, a warm chicken and rice soup can be easier to finish than a dry plate. Number 5. Lentils and beans. Plant-based power with roughly 9 grams of protein per half cup cooked plus fiber for blood sugar and gut health. Pair with whole grains, brown rice, quinoa, or whole wheat pasta to round out amino acids, and add calories if you're underweight. To reduce gas, rinse canned beans, start with 1/4 to half cup, and add carminative spices like cumin, fennel, or ginger. A fast bowl: microwave lentils with tomato sauce, spinach, and olive oil. Top with a little grated Parmesan. If you have chronic kidney disease or need to manage potassium, ask your clinician about portion sizes. Number 6. Tofu, tempeh, or edamame. Soy foods bring complete protein with decent leucine and a gentle texture. Tofu provides around 10 grams per half cup. Tempeh about 15 to 17 grams per 3 ounces. Edamame about 9 grams per half cup. Press firm. Tofu marinate in soy sauce and garlic, then air fry or pan sear for a crisp edge. Tempeh crumbles into chili or taco filling. Edamame pairs well with brown rice and sesame. Concerned about soy? Most evidence supports moderate soy intake as safe for most adults. Choose low-sodium sauces. If you're on thyroid medication, take it apart from soy-rich meals. Number 7. Milk-fortified soy milk or a ricotta bedtime cup. As a pre-sleep option, when helpful, 1 cup of milk or fortified soy milk offers about 8 grams of protein. 3/4 of a cup of part skim ricotta provides roughly 18 grams with a slow, steady digestion profile. Stir ricotta with cinnamon and a drizzle of honey, or blend soy milk with peanut butter and cocoa for a 15 to 20 gram shake. This can help you reach that 25 to 35 grams per meal distribution across the day and may support overnight muscle repair. If lactose is an issue, use lactose-free milk. For diabetes, keep portions modest and pair with fiber. Now timing. Think even, spread not all at dinner. Older muscle responds best when you hit the leucine threshold, about 2 to 3 grams of leucine, usually 25 to 35 grams total protein per meal, 2 to 3 times a day. That could look like 30 grams at breakfast, 25 at lunch, and 25 at dinner instead of a tiny breakfast and a huge evening plate. After activity, muscles are most protein hungry for several hours. There's no need to chug a shake the minute you finish, but aim for a protein-rich meal within about 2 hours of a walk resistance band set or household chores that get your heart rate upstairs, yard work, or carrying groceries. For some people, a pre-sleep option can help. If your daily total is short, a light 15 to 30 grams of protein 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Cottage cheese, lactose-free milk, or soy yogurt may support overnight muscle repair. If you have reflux or nighttime urination, keep it small, avoid high-fat add-ins, and watch fluids. Pair your proteins with modest portions of whole grain carbs or fruit to fuel muscle work and recovery. Think Greek yogurt with berries or salmon with brown rice. And don't forget, dehydration weakens performance. Sip fluids through the day, then taper 2 to 3 hours before bed if nighttime bathroom trips are an issue. Bottom line, right dose, right spread, right moments, and your muscles can improve at any age. To make this practical, here's a simple one-day menu with easy swaps. Breakfast, about 30 grams of soft scramble with 1 whole egg and 3/4 cup of egg whites folded with spinach and cherry tomatoes, plus a slice of whole grain toast. Swap if you prefer 1 cup of cottage cheese with berries and cinnamon. Lunch, 25 to 30 grams salmon bean toast. 1 pouch of canned salmon mixed with a half cup of mashed white beans, lemon, olive oil, and black pepper on whole grain bread with carrot sticks on the side. Swap option, lentil tomato soup with a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan. Snack optional, 10 to 15 grams a Greek yogurt cup or a pack of edamame. Skip it if your meals already meet your target. Dinner, about 25 grams a slow cooker chicken thigh bowl, 4 ounces of shredded chicken, brown rice, steamed broccoli, and a drizzle of olive oil. Swap option, firm tofu stir-fry with mixed vegetables and quinoa. If your daily total is short, consider a pre-sleep option, 15 to 20 grams, like 3/4 cup of lactose-free cottage cheese or 1 cup of fortified soy milk blended with a tablespoon of peanut butter. Keep water or herbal tea with meals and taper fluids in the evening if nocturia is an issue. You might be thinking, does the science actually back this up? Let's translate the proof into everyday language. First, older adults often need more protein. Expert groups recommend around 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram per day for healthy seniors. Higher if you're ill or training because older muscles are less sensitive to small doses. Second, distribution matters. When the same daily total is split into about 25 to 35 grams at each meal, older adults tend to show greater muscle protein synthesis than when most protein is crammed into dinner. Third, leucine matters. Meals that deliver around 2 to 3 grams of leucine, typically found in 25 to 35 grams of high-quality protein, more reliably flip the build muscle switch. Fourth, pre-sleep protein can help some people. Taking 15 to 30 grams of slow-digesting protein like casein or soy 60 to 90 minutes before bed can support overnight repair, especially when paired with daytime activity. Fifth, higher protein is linked to less muscle loss over time. Longitudinal studies in older adults associate higher consistent protein intake with slower declines in lean mass and strength. And a bonus point, protein plus activity is best. Light resistance work bands, chair stands, and sit-to-stand practice combined with adequate protein improves strength and function more than either alone. Let's pause for precautions. If you have chronic kidney disease, liver disease, gout, uncontrolled diabetes, or you're on blood thinners, diuretics, or thyroid medications, personalize protein type and timing with your clinician. Manage sodium if you have heart or blood pressure issues. For lactose intolerance, choose lactose-free dairy or soy options. If reflux or nighttime urination bothers you, keep pre-sleep snacks small and low-fat, and taper fluids 2 to 3 hours before bed. This video is educational, not medical advice. Your care team knows your history, your labs, and your medications. Ready for action. Here's a 7-day stronger in a week plan. Day 1, calculate your daily target. Your weight in pounds divided by 2 is a practical grams estimate and split it into 3 meals. Days 2 through 4, eat any 4 of the 7 foods we covered and hit 25 to 35 grams per meal. Day 5, add a pre-sleep 15 to 20 grams option if your daily total falls short. Days 6 and 7, perform 2 sets of 8 to 12 chair stands daily and take a 10 to 15-minute walk. Track your protein totals and repeat the chair stand test on day 7 to feel the difference. Your legs aren't doomed to shrink with age. With the right dose, the right spread, and the right moments, plus gentle movement you enjoy, you can feed your muscles what they've been waiting for, one smart meal at a time. If this helped, tap like and subscribe so more people over 60 can find practical food-first science. Comment the word stronger and share your favorite protein combo. I'll reply with a 7-day grocery mini list to make your next week of eating automatic.